Okay, so the two ladies in my life need a hay feeder. Let's go make one. So I'm just going to lean it up and see what's living underneath it.
Okay.
I'll do that with my thongs on. You stand over there with your shoes on. No, we're all good.
Alright, good.
Just a few cobwebs. Put the trolley under it. Are you good?
Good.
Downtown.
Now,
One IBC. So you've all seen the IBCs turned into hay feeders. It's nothing really new. We have an IBC.
this used to be the pig feed receptacle.
Yes.
So it has already had been cleaned out and contained food stuff. So this will be suitable for.
And I think before that it would have been used for watering our trees somewhere along the lines in the last few years.
Yeah, and we make sure that the IBCs that we get are ones that you can clean out and reuse, like no toxic stuff. That way we know if they're on the property, then
they're good for anything.
Yeah.
So the basic principle is cut it up.
Cut it up. So take this thing.
We'll take the white bit out. Yep.
We do various cuts on the wires, bend it in to hold, and anyway. You'll see. You're taking out these top bars because we need to get this out.
Yep.
I'm going to mark down here where we can cut it once it's out.
Squeaky.
Yeah, it's squeaky.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay. So those of you that don't know how to take an IBC apart, you use, for a start, you need a number 40 star drive called a Torx bit, number 40, because that fits the screws. You have these little brackets and screws that basically go in the side here, and they hold this top piece of metal in, and that stops the white part from coming out. So we've just removed 4 of them, and then we'll be able to take this metal part out. Voila. And now we'll lean the IBC up on its side and basically kick it out. There's still pig feed in there.
There it is.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah. That's easy. Alright.
That's easier than lifting it out.
What do you use? A sicko saw? Grinder?
I might use a jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw, mix it up a bit.
So we've got a straight edge, and I'm just making a mark from those little marks that I made before when it was still in the cage. Alright, so it looks like this bottom one gets like lined at the 200 litre mark.
Right, so we're just going to cut it with the jigsaw. I don't usually drill a hole, I just kind of plough on in. Oh, hang on. Safety first. We're all about safety here. Right, get rid of that bit. We don't currently need that. So those black things need to come out, and this sign here needs to come off. One side.
Basically, with the feeder, 2 sides will stay opposites, and 2 opposite sides will bend in.
This one and
the
that
wider
one will fold
side.
up
Yeah.
into like a V.
We're cutting out all these rounded corners
Yep.
first, so we just end up with like 4 panels.
Okay. So we're only cutting 3 of them out.
Oh yes.
So we're leaving the top one as the structure for the top.
Yep.
And the bottom one as the structure for the
Correct.
bottom that we're going to put back in there.
Yep.
So we're just cutting the 1, 2, 3
Alright.
of the hoopy bits out.
Yep, yep. Maybe at this stage, maybe nip around and just tidy up those bits.
So I'm just switching from the cutting disc and the pocket for later, you know. To a sanding disc, it's just an old used one. That's all we need to take those few little burrs off. Now we're going to try and bend these in, but notice here how this round tube gets pressed flat where it joins the top of the IBC frame. Now that will kind of help bend in a little bit, like because we're going to essentially bend these two sides like into a triangle, a short sort of shape. We're going to cut it through this bottom run here first and then bend them in and see how it goes, but more than likely we'll end up cutting it off at this level and then bending these two sides in so they basically touch each other.
Alright, so that's not bad, but what does it look like when we go it's so strong?
I like that idea. I'm going to cut them, so these little straight bits off here, I'll cut it under that. So we leave this bit, but cut these bars off. Where these kind of match up together, see how I've overlapped like this one over this one a little bit? I might just put a bit of a weld across each one of these just to hold it, and that'll be it. Alternatively, you could probably put like some hose clamps or something, or just wire it with wire, but make sure there's no sticky outy bits, like sharp bits. Or, you know, if you've got plenty of hay string offcuts from your bales, you could tie it up with hay string.
While Corey is welding the steel, I'm going to tidy up this edge here, which is all like got yucky bits of plastic in it. I've stolen a metal deburrer from Mr. RP's stash, and basically all I do is I go around this edge and I just give it a little tidy up, because this is going to sit in the bottom. Feed will fall into it and I just don't want any sharp edges. I think that sits that nice and firm there.
Yeah.
So this lid will just be for weather protection. The bending of these steel bits, or these metal bits, that's just kind of
supporting it.
Yeah, supporting it there.
Yeah.
Just maybe a little like support strap that hooks there, or maybe hooks into a hole there, both sides, so nothing blows off when there's wind. That came together very quickly.
You knock one of these up in half an hour.
Yeah.
You know, like just chop it up with the grinder, bend these bits in. You know, just put some hose clamps around there, around where we welded it. We only welded it because it was here. You know, if it was out in the paddock, we probably just would have tied it or put a couple of hose clamps on it.
Alright, well, let's get this into the paddock and we'll show you how it works.
We'll go from there.
No doubt the cows will come over to investigate at some stage.
Yeah. Oh, she's coming.
Oh yeah.
Pull them out and see how that goes.
Keep going, Evie. Oh, typical summer. Just bump her out of the way. What do you reckon, girls? Brush up there. Summer's been grooming Evie, and she's all like
the red one.
yeah, she's all like saliva crusty.
Oh, she all goobered.
Hopefully that was interesting. If you like our stuff, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.